Get something where the money are you. Now this week on Sierra Leone. Well, are you just still they give the chance for make you blow your mind? Now the program called We Are
for blow your mind. The truth you get for say, and it no matter what truth you get for say. Try save the future. The truth you get for say, and it no matter what truth you get for say. Talk now we are. Talk about the things gone wrong. Talk about the things where they make salon or they grow. Talk about political violence. Talk about regional politics. Now we are. Talk about tribal politics. Talk about office politics. Now we are. Talk about teenage pregnancy and early marriage. Talk about the sexual violence. Talk about corruption. Now we are. No keep on your mind oh. I for blow your mind. The truth you get for say, and it no matter what truth you get for say. Try save the future. The truth you get for say, and it no matter what truth you get for say. Talk now we are. Talk about we are because now we own. No place like home, yeah. Government of the people, by the people, and for the people. We had now we get, I'm not afraid for talk. Talk about the things where they go on wrong. For better we had, we only for talk. We not for set motto. Not saying now you but you not for talk the truth. We had really better not for me and you. Not for me and you. You just get for blow your mind. The truth you get for say, and it no matter what truth you get for say. Try save the future. The truth you get for say, and it no matter what truth you get for say. Talk now we are.
Get something where the money are you. Now this week on Sierra Leone. Well, are you just still they give the chance for make you blow your mind? Now the program called We Are
for blow your mind. The truth you get for say, and it no matter what truth you get for say. Try save the future. The truth you get for say, and it no matter what truth you get for say. Talk now we are. Talk about the things gone wrong. Talk about the things where they make salon or they grow. Talk about political violence. Talk about regional politics. Now we are. Talk about tribal politics. Talk about office politics. Now we are. Talk about teenage pregnancy and early marriage. Talk about the sexual violence. Talk about corruption. Now we are. No keep on your mind oh. I for blow your mind. The truth you get for say, and it no matter what truth you get for say. Try save the future. The truth you get for say, and it no matter what truth you get for say. Talk now we are. Talk about we had because now we own. No place like home, yeah. Government of the people, by the people, and for the people. We had now we get, I'm not afraid for talk. Talk about the things where they go on wrong. For better we had, we only for talk. We not for set motto. Not saying now you but you not for talk the truth. We had really better not for me and you. Not for me and you. You just get for blow your mind. The truth you get for say, and it no matter what
The truth you get for say. And it no matter what, the truth you get for say. Come save the future, the truth you get for say. And it no matter what, the truth you get for say. Come blow your mind. Oh. I can remember the late Minkai Luba, nearly 11 years of the APC regime. A run after ghost teacher then say, NCF don't turn ghost. Well, caretaker don't come. 3 years from where he come, they run after investor them say the country just the difficult. So what happen inside we yard? What we need for we country go develop? In the last edition of Blow Mind, we talk about money and idea. Which one we need for we develop? Plenty people come with the idea. Some say na idea, some say na money, some say both. And myself see reason say yes, all two they go together. Because you can get all your idea. If you not get money, you're not able to move. You can get plenty money. If you not get idea, you need to go. So you need to get idea of how to use the money where you get. Or you need for, get the money for able to make your idea them come to reality. So you see they also they go together. So now we still there in that pathway, but this tip we pimp them small and go small bits before and say with your money and idea. Now, which one we need for let we country go before? The private sector or the public sector? Basically, when you talk about the public sector, you want to put and say the government, okay? Waiting the institution them or the business the way government set up. Then when you talk about the private, of course, now something where you go say, okay, I want invest. You go say, okay, I want bring markets now we yard. You go say, okay, I want out posting now we yard for can do something. These are the private. Yeah, not to government. So which one of the two we actually need for let we country go develop? Now the thing this way we dey talk about today. But please, let beg you, let we focus on the topic. You free for talk about the idea and money issue because we've been there with them. Plenty people want to continue them. But for make a more advanced, we say okay, let's say the private sector and the government. You as salon person, for example. Yeah, you want to do business and the government. Which one we actually need for let we go before? Let we push the country go before. It don't tell where the government they talk about employment, but still every year when they do reports, now 70% of the youth are unemployed. Every year, every tell them do them. So what's wrong? The private sector, the government or the public sector. Which one actually we need for empower for we country go move from one place to another? This is not the discussion today. Please, what you call non-mix them for we. Please, we want to talk about this strictly, how we feel say we for move. Because then 2 days they are all they do the program on Blue Mind. We find out we want for do things them way for make we move go before. Okay? So you and me, we for put them together for let we move. So now we say, okay, me and you ready, but let me look at this other way. Private sector, I get idea, I get money. So private sector, the government also want for move the country go before. Now the discussion now, please pay attention to the topic of the day and make sure say where you call. Now on that topic day you come and talk. Okay? Let me follow the topic of the day and let me see what's in the happen. This all a part of Blue Mind. You can as well tell me about the private sector. Maybe they get corrupt people, maybe this and that, and don't make the private sector not develop. Or you say the public sector, for example, the government, because of this reason they make when they're not able to transform certain things them. So both the private and the public sector also want to go. Because we know say the corruption they on top. Both. Yeah, it's either the private and the public. They all two they still meet up na junction, na forward. Who say they all two they can jam, then they go so. Because NIB, they all two need themselves. But who's one we actually need more where we feel say he go play key role for let we move go before. We see how they happen in other parts in the world, ain't it? Most of the big things that we see some other parts of the world na private sector. Yeah, na private individual them, private company them. although the government themselves get a own very key, because you look at some employment scale na some country, the government and they total them all, but yet still you get role for play again role for play. So now let me put ideas together. The government and the private, which one we feel say go able for move the country from one level to another. This not a big discussion of the day. Okay, so you get right for call, and we add we voice them inside the program. Yeah, let's just try for ready for you for let you come inside. Let's try for ready for you. I set waiting you for call on for come inside. Okay, let's see if this don't set fine for you. Okay, good. Yes. Okay, good. So I think it don't set now. Let me see. Now let we go. All right, so very, very well set now. The number for call, if you want to add your voice into this particular discussion, now plus 232-794-21437. We been don't find out say plenty time and the people and on the cry say, hey, the try for count this, the government this, the government they say the people the private sector not the grief of corporate, the people they say the government not the corporate. So who that now? Who that? Yeah, who that we need, because now all man the point finger by himself. In as much as this say we need you, this say we need you, but then they go come and say me na private businessman, I try for come, but because of the corrupt government I go back with my business. Then the government go say people the way then they come, they want for come and use we no more, and then they dump we then go back. So who that na who that? This na the big discussion of the day, right? So plus 232-7942-1437 now the number for call, and add the voice inside the program. One more time, plus 232 sorry 7942-1437, the number where you can call. The number already there on the screen. Watch up. Okay, watch up at the screen. You already did it now this part, right? I think yes, this part. Plus 232-794-21437. You see yes, this part. Alright, so let we go. Let we go. We need for make sure say we country develop. I just want for display the number for you. Let you see the number na plus 232-794-21437. We want for see our best. Who that we feel say we need for let we move from one level to another. Let me see how much people again get interest in the development of a country. Let's just say how much people. Yeah, how much. Now for blow your mind.
You get something where the money you. Now this week on Sierra Leone. Well, Aliu and Justin they give you the chance for make you blow your mind. Now the program called We Are
For blow your mind, the truth you get for say, yeah. And it no matter what, truth you get for say. Try save the future, the truth you get for say, yeah. And it no matter what, truth you get for say. Talk now we are, talk about the things gone wrong.
government they work for express for can do better. The beginning when they want come, they talk fine. What can we do this? How they do this? But at the end we need to see them. By right, if another country they only responsible for that because they tell us this should be talked already. You see we can do this, but you not do them. They the only responsible for that. But now we don't see money. They can't talk this way. Can they do that? So. And the government will go for blame. By right, for only responsible, we talk something or do them, they're for only responsible for that. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, my brother, we had more than what we don't see also, my brother. That was a lot of cinema. For me, they don't count. Who's development, they don't count. The education, we they get them proud of. Nothing, my brother. We will not see. You see? So, this, pass we go for prayer no more. Let God count all that good angel now we they can save that country, we they can take and for go before.
Okay.
But if I don't want no more, my brother, I be no more with the civil self. But even better see. I be no more. Women know the pray, women know the gladdy for all the tell the kind of the media with the top bad for country. You know fine. We know better with the gladdy. Oh the Yeridian kind news here we they go every day. Alhamdulillah no this banana no more. My brother. Women know they feel good for country. Not to so try be there. They never marry country with ganga, but no video so.
So we as an individual, waiting our your responsibility now for let we go before with the country, for let we make the country move.
My brother, if the government not bring work, for let you work back, let the help for pay tax, let the country develop. If you work on the I go help for develop. Tell me back.
Okay.
Why see people they rush for come with one country because the people don't work for them, don't create work them. Why work? You they pay taxes. That money they pay tax, then to government they take to develop the country. But if you walk out in the country, don't say they may money to go cut cable for go see they go make up. Tell me true. If you walk, they would have go left for go weeks in life. It was now the government may not for blame. Now government for cow to work there for people left. Me and you can they will not get. Think for them they will not get that. How will you count development at the country? Tell me back.
Okay.
Let this caretaker. I must say don't fly. You don't fly over 90 times. You say one cow to work. But you don't say one cow to work. Then you use dirty. You don't kill and a host. Who's investor go Canada country for can develop the time back? All the time kill no more. Every time kill. Huh? Who's investor go Canada country? Tell me back. We don't go get come when you say one kind investor. I will say nah la kill. Where you go? Who's investor go Uganda? The way I like other people chance let them give their own contribution.
Thank you very much, brother, and thank you again one more time, yeah, for the Kenima contribution. All right, thank you, brother. Okay, so they go to according to waiting we want for go with today. You know, plenty people get their ideas them way then they go. If I wait for call, then I watch quick now the message them on all already put now the comment section. Let's just see the one that we don't begin discuss the issue. This one from by Mark Joke Mara. He say salaries in the private sector should be increased. They contribute almost equally to the public sector in Sierra Leone. Okay. And Marianne say the government's problem. Look at Kenya. The government is encouraging their citizens to come home to do some, and if you want to do farming, and government has joined with the private sector to help the farmers, and only a citizen allowed to have a land in Kenya. But go the waiting. Okay, but if you go there for go do well, I think this one not clear. I'll not attempt for go further. This one from Agatha Blanco. He say APC and SLPP are full of yeah. Okay, I think we want to focus on the issue now. Okay, let's see. Waiting this Blanco say how can you? Okay, all right. This one then just talk about the party then. I want to see which one we actually need. All right. Now YouTube they not begin handle the issue there yet. And thank you very much to the one that we call your attention to the sound. Thank you very much. I apologize for that one there as well. Okay, let we go. +23279421437, the number for call and add a voice inside the program. The government and the private sector, which one go able for develop the country better? Yeah? Which one you feel say, no, well, let's say the private sector. and the public sector. When in other words, now the government we go talk about. So also we feel say we able to move the country from one level to another, or is it that na collaborative efforts, na partnership, or the private sector self able for take them up, or the government able for take them? But link day between the all two, because like I said, just not anyhow we be, they must meet up na forward na the junction. So now let me hear it from you. Like we talked last week, money and idea, also we actually go move the country go before. Now the same thing we go with, but now we add say the government and the private sector, also we need more. Yeah. So with all your money and idea, also now you feel say go able for develop the country to that level. Today because we come late, not to just because of that we not be supposed for come. I just come for keep your company small bit no more, and then I will get for left very very soon. Yeah. So please let me make sure say we move on with the discussion before the time they expire for today. Okay, so we actually move again. We move and take this call on the line. Hello, brother.
Yeah, my brother, same up here.
Yes, welcome to the show, brother.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How the work? You did it?
Yes, well, thank you.
Yes, thank you. So the topic for today now,
yes,
public-private sector. Who's what we actually need for develop?
Yeah, we need both, but actually, government not a massive employer. Government don't employ much, to be honest, because government then they only employ in the civil service, you know. And looking at our structure presently, government don't get that kind, you know, employment for employ people there massively. You know, although this government they try for employ people there plenty, we they tell on the wage bill hugely. We're not supposed to be, because I told them they criticize and then don't can do the worst. You know, we not tell well. So that the private sector more, you know, that they're more for rely on when it comes to employment. But the government gets a lot for do in that respect, because they therefore create the enabling environment for make investors that will come, you know. But over there, you see, and caretaker they go now, Thailand they go and talk about bullet and vote, ballot and bullet. All them talking there, I think say for don't be thing of the past, not for the thing but them again, you know. So I think say government gets a lot for do, the caretaker gets a lot for do. Don't forget about them talk them there now. Now try to focus on how to bring investors them back to the country, so they can help with for develop the country. Because then them therefore employ. Because if you look at the mining sector, you know, then they employ hundreds of thousands of people. So if we don't get plenty mining coming and come to the country, I mean, they're going to employ plenty people there. Sorry, are the worker,
No problem.
Are they go sorry. Yes. So, I mean, are they more get for employ, but government get for do a lot. We get for get peace, tranquility. You know, not for day tomorrow where you say alala the under investor all the candy. Then taxation, government get for look into that. How they get for reduce taxes for the investors the way they come. You know, and then you look at real borders and back, we're there at the diaspora, plenty back all work in business. They don't go do business as well. But when you go, then they frown at you. They're saying that it's right, you know. They prefer for give to Lebanese, Indians than their young people there, really in the indigenous thing. They don't care. Government don't care. The constitution don't care about now the money where they can't bribe them with. You know, in the America, you can't get 100 million leons. You know, you go for go open the same business, they don't give you the business. They prefer them give to foreigner. And not also for encourage. Not so really take. I mean, for encourage, people that for them come back to the country. And so other countries they do then Ghana, Nigeria. You know, take that for example, and encourage the people that more for open businesses. But we don't country where you go there for open business and they block you and they cause problem. You know, so that's not good. But I think so the private sector more, therefore, you know, serious but and they're more able to employ plenty people there. Government not able to employ much. So that make with this president want to employ plenty people there, then they all money cry. See, they make the wage bill, you know, they go up. And that's true, because all the money when they collect from taxes are for pay themselves back. And that big money they pay themselves. Look like, for example, the commissioner of anti-corruption, and they pay like $15,000 per month. So I don't know how true, I don't know how true is it. Because me not where I don't verify.
Yeah,
So
it
I
is
said,
around
something
that,
like
and
that.
almost now 15,000 right now.
15,000. I don't come money. I don't know how to calculate
Okay.
$15,000.
Alright,
Because I don't know
okay.
which dollar rate. Now pound rate someone miss on call me in the UK. So I don't say pound day around 150, 14,000. So you see the economy just about off, So and the private more to answer your question.
Alright.
All right, bro.
Thank you very much, brother.
No problem.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, let me see again. Other day on the line. Yeah, I think we need all two, another one. But I think the government again gets role for play for make sure say them put things them in place for make it go before. Welcome to the show, brother. Concerned citizen, welcome.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you actually for giving me the platform.
Yes,
Actually,
welcome.
quite a very interesting topic when I come up with. So,
Okay.
well, actually, make I just try for buttress certain things the way the man talk. Make I just make addition to that.
Okay.
Yeah, the government definitely not a great employer. The government actually gets a duty for create a very conducive atmosphere in the country.
Okay.
Way for attract investors in the country.
Okay.
Three important areas and definitely where the government supposed to concentrate is first of all, if I make sure say country that is peace and cohesion. Secondly, the educational system definitely to be developed, and thirdly, the infrastructure.
Okay.
I mean, infrastructure. Under infrastructure, you get light, which is very important.
Okay.
You get health. Of course, you get the roads, so on and so forth. I mean, all landed under infrastructure. So the government now work them, make sure anything and they in place. If eventually anything and they in place for a country like Salone, we get vast natural resources, and at all we get the citizens and they will educated and get the right education definitely where they need. I mean, then the Canada country can invest because investors they want, who shall eventually then they make more profit. And like we own country, so if at all, I mean, then things then they in place where don't name so, it will be more attractive to them because if they come down there, I mean, they get the natural resources then the way they need, so they can easily use that for create more development of the country. Government actually not a great employer. Government from the money definitely from the taxes we government they get. If at all the private sector, I mean the investors and so on and so forth don't come out the country, the money we they get. And that money they definitely the government they use mostly for improve other institutions like the health, so on and so forth. So for buttress everything, for put everything into a nutshell, I would say the private sector is very clear that him not the great employer. I mean the government definitely not employ much. So now that's my own take.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very
So
much.
thanks
Sir.
once more
Okay.
for giving me the platform.
No
okay.
problem.
Bye.
Welcome, sir. God bless you.
Bye.
Okay, so yes, I think all within the I mean, family members them they call and talk very key and very important. And I think say for even the private sector will come, the government gets role for play. In my opinion, I think say the government gets the biggest responsibility because they get for put policies and think for protect the citizen, think for make sure say when somebody they can invest, able for be win-win for all and all of the things then they. But anyway, let's listen to it in this caller care for saying. Welcome to the show. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, welcome.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
Good afternoon.
Good
Um,
evening.
I just want to make contribution on a topic. On a topic is very interesting and educative. What are they talk about?
Okay.
Una the try for contrast
The public and the-
nationalize.
Yes, okay.
Una try for contrast nationalize and privatization.
Yes.
I see you be the talk say government very important. Which you point, I dey go with you point. You point is very important when you say government get a big role for play.
Okay.
As we dey see now, so the system wey we dey use na other people that we dey imitate.
Okay.
Okay. You see, whether color be dey say government no dey create job them so na more private dey create job.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends on what context you dey look at them. Because like all of Europe, America, all them country there, so the land belong to private corporation, the real estate. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So there is no way government under full control, like Hausa we come out, like the real land it belong to we. It don't belong to no real estate, it don't belong to no corporation.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't get a government, serious government, where they able to put regulations in place, policies in place, and for create job, it is very, very difficult because we system not like a European system, we not individualized system, we not collective system.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
When they talk about Lebanese, Chinese, and all this thing, why we they get all them problem there? So now because we they use wrong policy there, because we feel to say private people them for create job for we. Now that make what Chinese man can you give them a private corporation and the European can you give them a private corporation there, and we they at the disadvantage. And until we able to see that things there, so. Waiting a nationalization, waiting a privatization, public wealth versus private wealth, all that is very important to understand. You see?
Yeah.
So now some of that now for now this number I get, but now very, very interesting topic and very educated and a topic we for understand. But if you feel to so the goes privatization, we they lose definitely. There is no doubt about that. Because you can't give you national wealth to private corporation, right?
Okay.
Then you make now you picking and come on a college. What's in the pray for now for work for NGO now for work
So
for
this
private
minute,
corporation.
okay, you go quickly, since you get 1 more minute, okay, go quickly into the biggest issue where inside we had right now. You know, out of the plenty worker where they say the caretaker go worker, one of the big contracts away is a bring camp. Now for give like I think 200 acres of land to the Chinese people them, for example, for Bill Abo. Yeah, because they say they want the private sector for help in the development of the country. Now you find out say people them they cry foul. Yeah, how you go assess that kind of thing into the private and the public sector development.
Well, now that's the problem because we look at from a private standpoint. Like at that land, you're not even supposed to give Chinese man in that land, okay? Like what the Chinese man they do, we're not able to do. The only thing that we're not lazy, we don't become so lazy. We don't want, they don't want to do the job. People and just want position and sit on there, foreigner can do the job. You see?
Okay.
Now this kind of problem. Privatization right now, the whole country not to the solution. If you have to go privatization, you have to create first the regulation the way they restrict them private corporation there. But we don't get that kind of the guy that can do it they want to do. They mine under people the host, they all like complete chaos. Nothing organized.
Okay, thank you very much. God bless you. I appreciate you pointing to the program, yeah?
Okay, my brother. You have a nice day.
You too. Bye. Okay, I think people then they follow their attack right now. Sometimes finally we get quality calls. Sometimes they not finally get jama. when you dey call you make you I want for learn something out of this discussion. Yeah, because tomorrow we don't know wetin can happen. We want to know who's one way key. Wetin make you say this key? Wetin make you feel say we for move with this and not this? Why you feel say we for go with all two? All two very important. Or other you feel say get strength for able for make sure say this gets power again for able for do wetin you want for do. People then don't they come and make their own points. But let me see who that is next on the line. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Yes, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
First of all, la Congo sa person, and la ask you the person where they now you profile like person sorry for the bearing, yeah?
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Hush for the bearing. Alright, so now go to the topic, yeah? Who do you feel say go able for move way forward? The private or the public?
You know, I mean, everything I believe say na both. Because if the government not create that environment where you say the private sector will come and invest, I don't believe say anything will work. Because number one, before you go invest in a country, for example, don't take example like this Lunge Bridge. When the government, na private people want let them come for can invest. Then, for example, if the environment, for example, you look the country, that investor friendly, not like even if the country not even stable, nobody now will pull in money for can invest in that kind of country there.
Yeah, sure.
That means say when they say stable, not like even if the country they into war, but if they see say the fragility in the country too high. Because every country gets fragile, but if you say too high, you never get in mind for going invest in a one. You understand? Eh?
Yes.
You know, put big money for going invest in a country if the country not stable. You understand? Eh?
Yeah.
Like I see they come with example for these Chinese issues. You understand?
Yeah.
The government waiting they do, then self they make investors they get the more zeal. Because look how people and they complain for that particular place where government give them. Even the Chinese people themselves, they're afraid. If they go invest there tomorrow, let people not go damage their investment. Because the government not follow the due process.
Okay.
Yeah, they just do things like any dictator, how they do things. So then they create and enable environment for any good investors. Now only them backyard investors will go invest in that kind of thing because they know say waiting in they can invest they not for long time now for just a short time when you go for get what you get and you back off. And when they look for investment, I believe they look for sustainable investment. You understand? Eh?
Yep.
Look like for example like which I all along you don't in a salon now they incident then they pack up for go. Waiting at all that meaning. And they don't there from government don't come, government don't go, government don't come, government don't go. Why now? There is a problem somewhere. You understand?
Yes.
And then they all other investors then they look, then why this company go? Wait to make it go before you go invest. So now the boat anyway. From your own side.
All right.
Now the boat.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, brother.
Okay.
Okay, so we move. Plenty people get their own idea. Plenty people get their own thing. I think I try for learn something out of this program today. So we just see really from whose angle certain people and they come up from. Because yeah, I think the reason why the fingers them, if you put them all together, they're able to do great work. But when then they one, they're not able to do that kind of work. Now the same thing like boom, eh? So let we see whose angle will we for come out. The private sector able for carry forward, or now the public sector we go say the government. Who's one we actually need for let the country go able for make let we develop. +23279421437. The number where you can call and add a voice inside the program. One more time, this is the program Blue Mind. We not get better time again. We just come short one or more for can talk to you. So let we get a quality discussion with this short time we will use. and let we, kapu sense, yeah, inside this particular discussion. So we still do it. The line still open. Plus 23279421437. The number for calling Adi Voice Telepo. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. How do you do?
Praise God, how are you safe?
I tell you, thank you.
Yes, so the topic where we dey talk today na the public or private sector. Which one we actually need for let the country go before?
Well, for me, I say una need both the public sector because we privatize it for able industrialize.
Okay, wait,
To
hold
understand
on. You say una need both? Where you?
Yes, when you privatize it for make sure because na share they get. When you privatize it for able industrialize the states. If you're not able to industrialize the states, then definitely the people that get for lose jobs them. And when the people that lose jobs, the money they go na foreign land. And when the money go na foreign land, too much crime go there all over the place because the people they know they get employment, right? Because whenever I privatize, I can pay you whatever, what's okay for me for paying, how they pay you, and I will make you understand. And if the mommy don't get job, then definitely the pots don't get for full up because the man get for choose, he pay anyhow he feel for pay you. So before they privatize, for very be careful. If you make sure say you able create job for the people there, because that particular side there, definitely you try for kill there. If you don't develop other side, other sector, then definitely you don't destroy the future. Not to the very moment when the future you don't destroy, because imagine like when I say so, if privatize the government gets shared it. Then definitely for the past 10 or 15 years contract where you don't go sign. Nobody know they will get advantage over that particular. Now don't share the government get it. So at the end of the day, if you go look for a job, now what they want pay me, they pay me. You understand? So based on that money, when the man go say, so okay, they go take money from China or whatever, then you don't get nothing for do. You don't get no choice. So before it privatize, for very be careful, get for industry, make sure say the people that provide that vacuum there where the people then go able get job. You get me clear. No, so nobody know they go do business for lose, or man they go do business for gain. Right? So what you mean they try for say the poorest country na the one they live in mean na the laziest country and na the most stupid country, but the most coward country on earth. So make them very clear. The poorest country on earth, now they we dey. Now the most stupid country and now the most coward country back. I want to let you understand that one day. You go to the smallest village. I swear to me, God, in this day, they meet the church and mosque, but you know go never see hospital there. You know go never see hospital in the smallest village since Jesus to today. Church day, mosque day, but you never see hospital there. The woman they bleed, they die. Hospital never did it. Black man, I like Jesus. Jesus never like black man. So I want you to understand, say, we need to know what in our education. We need to understand, say, now when they move forward, what man they can make for we. What man they can take out of we for go develop a land. Now we for make we land prosperous. Not what man they can make there for we never. So I want you to understand, the people in the way, the suffering in the country, that the understanding that it will lack of. Just imagine, you talk about Hajj, $8,000 for go Saudi Arabia. Multiply that money there, how many thousands of dollars with Sierra Leone they send people for go Hajj. Tell me too, if in a mosque, if in a hospital they build every year, you know how many hospital, you know how many lives you don't change? You don't change thousands of lives every year they build one hospital. We they can go dollars in Saudi Arabia, then they give it creature beef there. Then they say they can't give it. Then they say Gaddafi mocks. They go flop, they go build hospital for we, because hospital they benefit we. They go build Gaddafi mocks for we. So they serve Arab man. I want you to understand this thing how they head into. Now we they kill we self. Now we they kill we self. We say now what man they can make for we. Look Gaddafi mocks. Arab man go build for we hospital, me brother, because he knows if I build a hospital for them, then go develop. No, let them go to manage themselves. I they build mosque for them. Now,
okay, so what we go do, Kola?
Hello, yeah.
I'll let you point away the being, but I don't allow too much go into that yet because we get
Yes.
another topic where we come with. We're similar to it in the talk, so yeah. So
Yes.
I
Yes.
just want to use that first. Yeah. In
Yes.
another program
Yes.
we'll talk about that. Today we just want to focus on the small topic we'll put first, yeah.
Fine. So in terms of the
Yeah, let me see, sir. You get 30
yes.
seconds.
So okay. So me, I dey tell you say if they privatize the company like that country like where they to grass level, so if we very very be careful. Trust me. Like where that country the economy not it dey into grass level, they let me say there's zero. GDP dey to zero. Me, I don't see no need for let's go to privatize that company that particular land day. It will destroy the future because next government get for kind they see road safe. And they tell you this for free. You don't go no side for check, you don't go no side for drop.
Okay.
Outside don't go debt.
All right.
So
Thank you.
I want them to understand because the foreigner way they come, not the way they can make for now in land they go make. Now take it they can take, and at the end of the day, if you don't get power, you don't get advantage over something. You're not zero leader. You people because anytime where you go, you don't get no power there. Everything not privatized. Who say they get money for pay policeman there? Who say they get money for pay? Everything they go na foreign land, crime they go all over the place.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you. God bless you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
All right. So I think it gets a very good point, but I go still want for big. Let me stick to the topic of the day. Let me move on. Hello, Kola.
Hello.
Yes, welcome to the show.
Yeah, everybody, same here.
Yes, no problem. Tell what thank you. How you
Okay, well, me, I'm Tego Tenki.
Okay,
me,
so what are you pointing this?
Me, I think saying about many help follow develop as a country.
Okay.
So, me, if now the people who they send for who negotiate for we, follow get business person for kind of country. Now they are the blame.
Okay, why?
Because when they go with business proposal, they get no idea. They just go no more, say, can my country can develop, and then we go do this and that and that. They put anything in place. If they put laws in place, say yes, now this and this, now so one time. We put they can develop our country, they know what they take.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what take I mean for instance, for help, the government can get more enough money per help. If they use their brain wisely no more, for know how they do that day. Now I know what me get for say.
Thank you very much, brother. God bless you. I see one my brother been there on the line just now. That my brother they eat way lost for me. But they can't 210, but the line can choke, so it don't go back. I wait for see where you can next. If you're my brother or another person. Anyway, plus 23279421437. We will discuss the issue today. Now, the public or the private sector, which one we feel is very key to the development of our country. Yeah. Okay, my brother don't come. This we brother here, when are the lost man, he don't come. Welcome. Super Albans.
Yeah, man. How they?
Welcome to the show.
But, oh, man, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And the reason why I corner, just few comments I want to make
Okay.
regarding some past callers that we don't come on, people in this life will misunderstand the private and the public sector.
Okay.
Regardless how you put it, if you think about it, any country in the world, whether not development or an underdevelopment country, Africa don't classify as an underdeveloped country. And the reason why we still there at the bottom of the food chain now because of two things. One, we not get no structure now the whole entire continent. We not respect we constitution now one. And second, we educational system, and no matter who I go, all over Africa we all get the same problem there. Whether not for basic necessity, when electricity, water, and good sanitation and food security, it is everywhere. I tell you this. But for a topic today, for me, no matter how we put it, if Salon creates a good structure, then the public sector in better for the development. While is where you get the private sector when I create now the dynamic now the economy. Now that understanding me gets about private and public sector. Because regardless what, if you look at America, the American government gets more employers than, at one time, because if you look the police, the agencies, then the hospital, all are public, But if you look at Salon today, we get, then they educate more nurses than they educate more doctors than a salon. Believe me, go check on statistic. I see, so if you look into that, no matter how we put it, if the government they create opportunity then for people then, in terms of enforcing the educational system, way is very essential for we right now. Because I tell you, I go salon, I see Edward School, I go, I cry because the place so dirty, and now students and they teach each other, and they like tell you this.
Yes, I saw they are, especially the one the way they go for public exam.
Yes, now students and they teach each other. So at one point I go to the place, now the teachers room or whatever they call it, and now I ask them, I say, "Boy, I saw this thing they go on. What do we teach them?" I see one they car with cane, they try to flag the people and let them go inside. But not to that another thing. Salon need a reformation. The whole salon, we need to start from zero. Whether not APC or not, may I not folks for I not be political affiliate in anything, because the way they see the thing, they all relate with each other. All the political party they will get, all the leader they will sit down at the parliament. Me only appeal for the people at the next election they come. Let them vote new parliamentarian inside this parliament and see if they get the change. Because the people who sit on the right now, regardless what happen in a bench money, now false, man. Now false, and they try to make, because people they don't suffer the past 3 years. None of the political leaders they don't say thing because of what. Then they afraid for go prison Pandemba Road. They go Carmel Biden a Pandemba Road for accusation. We're in a political opposition, regardless what way things now they go as how we for go. You always get for bring this dialogue into the table and ask questions. Nobody do that in a salon.
So you be not start with the topic where we been the talk about when are this private and the public, where you don't try for give you idea of what thing you think. So now the last question in 30 seconds where I go ask now. You think say they all two go able for work well for let the country move? Take we own country particular, we own country proper. How people will behave and all proper. You think say they all two able for move together for let the country move, or now one they able for move more? Because like you talk about America, you say the public sector, the government they employ more than any other sector. So now tell we, who's why you feel say they able for move well for let we move in 30 seconds?
First of all, the public sector get for be structured. If the public sector not structured in terms of tax collection and procedures and how things for run the country, if you not structure, regardless how you want, the bureaucracy in a salon they smell bad. It smell past bomber. Because if you want go take simple passports, we not just simple form for fill or whatever, it will take you days unless you begin bribe. Now then the problem starts. But in another hand, the private sector for nothing the way they how for call this, that's in the way they balance with each other, meaning that then they help each other,
And
if you think about yes, if the public sector if the public sector on balance, you're not able for uplift the private sector, and at the same thing, the same man, if the private sector on balance, you're not able for lift the public sector. So regardless how we put it, the public sector need for be reformed and restructured so we can able embark. Obama gave us something called fiscal cliff at the time we be doing power, and the way to make he use that term there, for balance the economy.
Okay.
Salon right now we get corona. Our people in the salon and they live from day to day. Now the market woman them when not small money they get, now then they help the salon economy. And FCC they go harass them for pay this, for pay that, Then they create better markets for them. you know. But as I say, in Salon, in your own scenario right now, we need for structure and reform the public sector.
Okay.
Then
So with
we can
regard,
able for help the private sector.
okay. So now that area day I go reach then I all you day, you know, and tell you thank
Yes.
you,
Yeah.
for where you don't take your time and analyze for the things then where for me I don't understand. I hope say other people like don't understand the point where they come and the angle where they come from. Thank you very much. God bless you, brother.
Thank you too, man. I miss you guys,
Yeah,
Believe
we
me, I
so
miss
full.
you guys. I'm happy back for come back
Yeah,
today,
welcome,
man.
welcome, brother.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, so let we go. Let me see. We still get interest for hearing from waiting other people to talk. We don't sit down at this program. Plenty people they talk say, then they come now salon with business, but this not they go on well. Then they come with the markets and this not they go on well. Then they try for count investor and not go on well. But at the same time, the government they talk say, come home and help. Come home and help. But you come and say the opportunity not there for you able for do business. The way not there, where you want for go this angle, then they go draw you from that other part say. So who side the problem they and waiting you think say, who's one part and two things that we think say go make we go before. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, how are you?
Tell you
Yeah.
thank you, how you safe?
Fine.
Yes.
So the question today now, what are the question today?
The public-private sector, who's one we feel say very key for the development of the country.
Of course, now the private sector, now they move every economy
Okay.
because the government they employ, but not going for employ more people in. But the private they employ more people in. So in that key, the only way we government go able for impress the private people there or bring them come, now we you get for lower the tax. So now the government you hold down they get for bring come the tax down for the public people private sector for the public sector on the private sector, sorry, so that more coming and go come and more investors then go come. Because we get more investors, then more people then go get work. I don't say government they employ more people, but government go for employ everybody. You know, government go for employ everybody. So for that I make the private sector the kind side and government get for bring come more company there. You know, and the way they bring come the company there for reduce the rates, the tax rate when the taxing company there, you know, you therefore reduce them. So now the only way because members say then come here so then save na private and they get for make profit.
Yeah.
So then they employ people them, and then they employ people them. So and the money they get for pay to the people them, they get for also pay taxes to the government, all and so their own rates when they get for give them as a company, they get for good on. You know, now negotiate and get for negotiate because that's the only way they're able for come more and employ more people. We go make the economy go boost because tell you, my brothers, the only way make a country economy they boost now they get more investors them. Now that country they would employ more people them because more people in job then they don't work, more money they can at the circulation and more business then go flow. So and that's the only way for now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Get yourself a good day. Right.
Thank you very much.
Reduce the volume of the thing where you watch it from, please. You there on?
Yeah, I don't pause.
God bless you. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. Now find a program on the run now for telling plenty thank you. At least I follow up the show every time and even the late one I do our own I do late in the evening to win
Yeah, yesterday.
Speaker they talk. My brother now salon no more now you find out say we get this archaic system of governance wherein people they know the crave for development. Most of the African countries they don't pick up from the level of that corrupt system wherein the ace tax is forwarding.
the first thing first we make we country hard for develop. Now that there are too many government people the government they take too many people there for work under government, too many offices they open too much offices there. So this is why then they find it difficult for like reduce the taxes. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Some government offices are really not important. Even if they get that kind of importance, but they can able for maybe inside 5 offices, if possible say just one within them go able for reduce them for tailor to just one office, we go able for take 2, 3, 4, 5. Check the government, the former Tanzanian president, what he do. You find out say, and even the Ghanaian system of governance, you find out say they reduce on the then things and they at the end of the day they go able for build like what you they show yesterday about the overhead bridges there. That one day for like it possible for law we able for do their things then now when they reduce they cut down on the taxes. Now if the public sector you understand they want for really encourage them like what the last speaker talk. Obviously, that one day you na let's suppose we no go school. They don't say that Kwataki rate, therefore able for reduce down. Maybe they put if not they wipe off taxes for commodities like cement and rest or maybe food items. You understand?
Yeah.
They go make them very minimal. They go make them very minimal. We go able for attract a lot of people there for couch companies for produce. You understand?
Yes.
But Sierra Leone, even a food self you import, you get for pay very high with so why the person you get for pulling in losses, you understand, and you not get that kind of price control. Somebody go spend 10,000 for one item, they go out for selling 30,000. So meaning the profit sharing in Boku, that they always the cause and they now because the government self know they tailor down on the number of people that when they take this political system, this party politics, it too were inside the blood of the Sierra Leoneans them. Any party will come, everybody want for benefit. Now we suffer yesterday. You don't tell us now we suffer yesterday. And to an extent, you see, even the opening of the Western area, I don't know how they call that Western Minister.
Western Regional Ministry.
Fine, Western Regional Ministry, of which you find out, say, what is the function? Now, clashes, a lot of clashes they get for day, or in other words, now a ploy for they try for suppress the policy way be done they work assiduously for make things then come on finance Sierra Leone. You know, even somebody want for help. You find out say that because of that money where they go pay now Ataki. Now make Boku help they know they come. People that will oversee. Then go out for bring things there. Maybe big around. But if you not say well go like clothing now free. You understand or medicine now free. Or maybe now small money no more they pay. Believe me, people that go ahead for big. Or even for buy safe, because where they oversee, you can get second-hand clothes where they go to it at times or sometimes they go sell cheap. You go get you make one container. You know they go sell, but they go pay small money na the key. But if Alex F na fend, you go fend the thing at dirty box na oversee. Where you go under, if you go pay big money, and when you go people then go able for. So I believe say the public sector for be encouraged. The private sector, for be encouraged, so that we go able for the country go be developed, and the only thing we go able for let them encourage this private sector. Now, when the government cuts down on the expenditures, the ministers and Tuboku, they don't no importance no they now for let them go full up no more. They eat money free. Then the amount of money that they pay ministers, president, this. How much do they pay teacher? They don't take so thousand teachers. How much people they pay in Sierra Leone as teachers? How much people there? We know say teachers and then they float. They know get salaries, a lot of them, you know. But the thing is, they then cut down on the number of people that where they work at the government, where they take as ministers, appointees. So now my contribution is thank you very much.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Okay, +23279421437. I tell you, say today we just can quick one on for let we talk and then we move again. Yeah, let me see what the next on the line. Welcome to the show. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Yes, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. So you mind for telling me your name and where you call from?
I'm actually I call from United States, Greensboro, North Carolina.
Okay. So yes, tell me, this now the topic we'll put today. You know, the private and the public sector, who's one feel say go move the country? Tell me, what do you think?
Actually, I think both of them get for move the country, but basically we get for concern about the private sector.
Okay.
You see, let me just add what this guy just said, the guy who just don't call.
Okay.
You know, if Salone we not get for sacrifice, mostly the president, the minister, or the politician workers, they for cut their salary. If Salone for generate more income, if Salone for bring more money for the country, for help this country for move forward, all those politicians there would make tons of money. Therefore sacrifice. If they not sacrifice for help that country, and any politician would can increase the salary, and the country not generate that much money. If the country not generate much money and you increase politician money, then you go put the country into debt. You see, that's the biggest reason where Salone get for do. Like example, the Tanzania president, Magufuli, it cut so many of them salary down. And in fight hard, it reduce the corruption and it bring people that were ready for sacrifice, made them put their country forward. And we see the great development what that man do. Although today he don't die, but may so rest in peace. And we need leader in a Salone we actually need for do so. Because people in the suffer. You see, the people in the suffer, Salone people are definitely in the suffer in that country there. But politicians and they make so much money and at the end, who's had the money to go? Then they just send them back abroad. You see, we need leaders, we need politicians where they sacrifice. No say, oh, because of me a politician, I they play with the country money, we for just lavish the country money just like so. It don't make sense. You see, we need for sacrifice. We say the work for the Sierra Leone politics and the Sierra Leone people, you for sacrifice. Not about the money anymore. You for go. I understand that every employee need for get paid, but it's like if you go work for the politics, you work for the Sierra Leone people, and you penetrate your mind into the money. No honesty. Everybody just want take and go. How actually Salone for develop if everybody want to corruption? See, me I just beg them, made them please sacrifice, reduce their salary. Would they reduce their salary so Salone will able to generate more income? And secondly, the seaport, therefore reduce the price of people that would ship inside. Because what people they ship a lot, would they get cool materials, would they come inside. But right now, we want for ship. You say, oh, I want for good things from the seaport. What they don't price you for so low, now they think high for sell them. So now my contribution. They are the big Salone politician.
God bless you, brother. They are the big for take 5 calls more. Are they really big for take 5 calls more? I just can't answer to on a call. But I don't know how to put them. But anyway, I'll big for take 5 more calls and let us take a break, yeah? So +23279421437, the number is still open. The number where you can call and add the voice inside the program. The topic for today now, public and private sector. Also, we feel very key in the development of the country, yeah? Let's just give chance to the one that we not call yet. Then go able to make them points, yeah? Plus 23279421437, the number for call and add the voice inside the program. And we as well want for use this short opportunity whilst we wait for tell thank you to all the one them way they support we and financially, morally and all. Yeah. You want the way as well the show with plenty love. We want for say plenty thank you to all, okay? But if you want for continue for support we the live chat, we get we live chat and then we get we sticker, super sticker where you can donate anything to we or you check with PayPal and do the same thing for we, okay? So I think we can do all of them things there. So quick one, okay? Now we'll take this call. This be don't call just now, but we will give 1 minute for just making points quick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, just very fast point I want to make
Yes,
a point
1 minute.
about some the previous caller them due to the tax system. You know, once we go for nowhere, if we want to get development, and people in the whine a lot about the tax within the pay now what's a key and this and that. Regardless what we would do now this world, for let we develop salon, we need for pay tax. The country where they live in Denmark, you understand? If you import motor car any side of Europe, now 180% you get pay for the motor car we import, but they get for register in Denmark. You know, then after that you get 25% where they pay more. So regardless what I will make them,
Okay, so wait.
we get to
I think
understand.
something they different. Now Denmark then they make motor car then they right?
No, they make produce motor car in Denmark. Yeah. Any so we if first of all when they import motor car, where they buy in a shop. Let's say like me, one buy motor car for myself. You know. Hello?
Yeah, they get you.
Like say me one buy motor car from T-Steel, now me picking. Like say me one buy motor car from America, for example. One for bring that motor car, like when people in the ship motor car go na salon.
Yeah.
And they pay 180%.
You custom.
You know, for in custom rates. If I buy the motor car $100,000 in America, do the maths now $180,000 now they can pay for let the motor car enter in Denmark.
Okay.
So now make if you see Denmark and one of the most well established countries in the world with the universal healthcare and educational system, nothing or the way they pay for now. Nothing, totally everything is free. So the highest level of education we want to take now free of charge because of the tax system. The Scandinavian model are the best. America not even compare itself with that one day. So, but what me try for say is that previous caller be the try for say, oh, forget that close them for cow salon. First of all, already there you don't put with textile industry at rage because we're not able for because the cows use clothes. How would they able to compete with used clothes and with textile industry? You know, now make this Museveni ban this guy na Tanzania, it ban all import of used clothes from Western world. If then they do business alone, and believe me, you see how the small business
like
there.
Tanzania, for example, where they talk. So when then they ban, now because them they don't ready for make things then from the country. But as it is now, we're not ready. All waiting they come inside now all waiting we get now come they come.
Believe me, now just opportunity we need for create. You know, opportunity created, people will follow.
Okay.
If the opportunity is not created, people will not follow. That's how simple it is.
Thank you very
Yes. But anyway, thank you much, man. Thank you for the time. Bye bye.
much. Yeah. All right. This not the pan the 5 calls then we have been say because in they don't call. So we will take 5 calls from people and we not call yet. Yeah. For let we hear if their own idea, waiting and think about the things we will talk about this minutes of the program. Okay. So plus 23279421437. The number where you can call and add a voice inside this particular discussion today, right? I'll take 5 calls right from now, and that include the one them we not call yet, not to the one we don't call and making points. Yeah, so let we go. Private sector or the public sector, that's what we need for let the country go before. Okay? Please, 5 more calls, yeah, for let we go able to wrap up the program today. 5 more calls, wait. Well, if more call not day, I don't know if we for sometimes people don't get tired and or the line, I don't know. But if not, maybe we can drop the cutting down. But I think say they want to make some points. Just that some people in the line they want for still waiting the app. Okay. So what we can do for make sure say we can't develop? Who that cable for make it develop? Because sometimes they say the government can even talk about this PPP, public-private partnership. Where like you know this how do I call them? Different things than the way the government they make right now. Different employment scheme, them different things, them where they go on right now. Yeah, any government can say na PPP. Yeah. Or they get what they call they get different terminology there. But the bottom line now, which one we need? The private or the public sector for let we could able for move, yeah. This now you idea and me idea. Let we brainstorm for let we see how best we can do something because tomorrow, one of you amongst we now so go able for transform certain things that without even involving in politics, yeah. Sometimes they find for go inside politics and make a change. Sometimes they not find for go inside politics and make a change. You can able for do them in the private as in your private capacity. But what do you think say we actually need? That's not the biggest question. We thank God. Yes.
Yeah, we don't call before, but we'll call again because eventually I want to make certain things clear.
Okay.
I've been talk before, definitely say we get three main factors, definitely. I mean, it's key that definitely the government gets a very big role for play.
Okay.
In terms of actually, I mean, creating development in the country.
Okay.
But the private sector, now him actually gets the money, and now they the money they. So the government gets a very important role for play way now for create a very conducive environment for investors. Investors no mean say now people no more we they come out of that country come. It can even be Sierra Leoneans them also. You understand? So I want to make people and get that clearly.
Okay.
Done. The three factors the way I mean don't name now. Now the first one actually I mean talk about political stability.
Okay, so
I mean,
because you don't call just now, because you don't call just now,
Yeah.
you not gonna get the same opportunity right now. At 1 minute I give you for just to make a very brief point. So let's say I give more 30 seconds.
Okay, the point here now is eventually I want to talk on education definitely. I mean, it's very important for me the government pay attention on education also. Education means definitely that we need for actually empower the youths then will get in the country because Salon gets over 60% youth. And if we get any right education, definitely, we now the technical education or the area of science and technology eventually, it will empower them, so that, I mean, the new 21st industrial revolution we will long step into. So now it's about digitalization, you get about artificial intelligence, then you talk about the green technology eventually. We need definitely forget we use them actually to be educated in the area if one get chance definitely. I mean, if not, I mean we know actually the chances then very slim. We far they been, indeed we far they been, it's a pity. But that's not the hard fact. And we need people in for Canada country, for can invest, we for create massive employment in the country. The government not going to employ people much.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I make very clear.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Okay, thanks once.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't mind us. Let's see, I to take 4 more calls. 4. Yeah, for let me get a break. 4. +23279421437. Tell me, plenty time in the you don't need cry. Say me, I want for do business now salon. I get this project so I want for open. I get this business so I want for open. But government no they give me chance. Let me see, wait till me sister.
Hello,
yes,
sister. Good evening.
Yes,
how you doing, the brother?
How you do, ma?
I do well fine, no, I dey fine.
Yes, so.
I dey hear you program today. I think like you want grade. They make I know hold on the line.
Okay.
But we say public sector or private sector, not small.
Okay.
If we say okay, number one, we want private investors there for come. You see, they know they can look. Then they can spy. They can look how the country dey. But first of all, the government gets a big role for play. Okay. I'm telling you. A big role. One, the corruption say alone. What's the way they can bring in private business? In they can say corruption. And they tell you the truth. Oh yes. Who say corruption? They can because if you want to take some documents, they can't tell you something to go bribe yonder. You just say me, I go can't put my money for that country.
No.
I want 100% to open a business. we go come in, we go come put the money. They say, well, give me so percentage. You say I can't put my money in that country.
No.
I don't put my money. It's not possible. So the government declares for private investors, Wasaki, this, that. The government gets to play a big role. I'm telling you.
Yes.
This corruption, now if you try to handle and to themselves. If you not try to face that corruption, I let you go work at the whole world. Or you go when they concern with man, you know they can. Because for the thing when they can, when they see, you say, oh, you want to see, then the way oh, you want to Sierra Leone, wait till I know Sierra Leone. Madam, you know in country. These people, they are spy, I'm telling you. Then they come as a spy, then they look. When country fine, you know they bury, they let them come.
No.
Now, them they can meet you. If you go Thailand, I'm telling you, when you go Thailand, now so German and full. Now Thailand can't beg, they let them go invest their money. So if you go India, now so German and full. Now India can't beg, they let them go invest. No, then they come as spy, can look. If I put my money in I so I go make profits. Because here in Europe, we they pay a lot of tax. So the one goes and they know they pay better taxes. That's what the white man is. When I can't look the surrounding, they say, good luck, put my money. That's why they come. But if you can't look, say they take all the money, you can't put it by bribing.
No, true.
Let's put that in the water. Line, so make it not wasting time. Make them pull the thing at the iPhones. Settle that, bribing, settle. I mean, I'll take that, the man hold the line.
Thank you very much, sister.
Thank you, brother. I will try for calling a private too, yeah?
No problem, man. Thank you, man.
Okay.
I think it makes sense because I remember somebody don't call on this program, the last program, talk about how it go with also it go pull person, it carry tam, and then the person where then go meet begin to talk about bribe, almost percentage they get now. The man ask what he mean. He say the percentage, written a million percentage from where the man pull here and go. And not come again. This is not the problem. Now the problem is with politicians. And I think say now this make plenty people they want for go inside politics. Because they feel say when they win election, they come to power, they're able to get quick money and do quick things them way they need forget. Welcome to the show, brother or sister. No. Hello?
Yes. Now how are you today?
Praise God, how are you safe?
That's nice. Everything good.
Yeah.
Oh, and a nice program. Me and you call from the UK.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Mohammed.
Welcome to the show. So, what you want for say concerning this nice program?
Yeah, very nice program. One thing I want for say is, you see, we own local people there. What did they show?
Okay.
If you watch them, then got a lot of experience. Where they can create a lot of jobs.
Okay.
But without ignore them, now the government now ignore them. Let me give you an example.
You did it? Oh.
Expand them. They sell them on streets. Yeah, they.
Yeah.
Did they get me?
Yeah, they get you.
Did they get me? Yeah. Get people where they make them buckets there. Where they make them, they sell them on street. Them buckets, they don't they make them for a long time. Then people in the one day government no one day sponsor them for so let them invest by them. We will able to supply self other country them. Or even we won't use na the country. So that we the import, we will buy buckets there. Well then people can make them buckets and they're very perfect.
Yes.
And you don't change what they for now. Then they make all kind of design now. Then they just show now somebody in the level in the struggle. They now nobody buy pan, they send their watch pan there, they make I turn to new. Now one way of employment around there for create employment. Then don't depend on for ages. And even when they go and give this loan and say Munafa loan, they really give them all. Now the one who they sell them biscuits there who get shop. The one who they invest something, they need to give them no loan. So that job they need to grow as soon as more in the day. We don't depend on for ages, we might believe. We get the other one, they make them lamp them. Oh, they say they circulate all over the country. Then they buy gas streets. Then they make and they a lot. Now so then they pan and they take the government don't want the sponsor them for say no invest and then people there. Then we able to create job. and then we even sell the business. If they even turn to a factory, the government has just left them people in there. You get one but what they see online when you say you will make motuka, the worker will see a lot motuka there. Nobody no pay attention themselves. And just take and say my phone in the day. Not a phone. Then they don't get no support from anybody. The only support what the government they give, would I get big shop? You get 10 million, then go trust you 5 million. Would I get 100 million, then go trust you 50 million. Would I sabi make something, they say he not qualify. Because he na sabi make something, no sabi do other thing. Now business no more, now them people no more in the trust. The business people no more. The one they also be invent. The man nobody no try for invest to them. The government forget about it. What they make a lot of things. Look the other employment government have create. The man for cleaning. Go na any country, that advanced country, the cleaners them go pass any kind of sector at the country. Look who they talk say the city is dirty. But they want people who they go volunteer for go cleaner for them. Not to employment ban, they want to work that one day first. For employ people who for clean the dirty every day. Then they some people and they don't want to work. Then they give them just to say you go to clean this street here. Then 5 streets in this that you're responsible for cleaning this. Remember that street and you go clean 10 in kind of day. Well, because they don't want to give them the job. The job they didn't show. But I forgive them for say, okay, we now work. That's not the problem. If the government will try for things that people already invent and try for make the city clean by paying people for making it clean them. Now big implements are there. We see that one that country when you call now, I don't call it Usai Paul Gagani Day. They say they are the cleanest city now the whole Africa. What do you say? Now machine they clean them. Now people in the clean. If people in the clean, then they pay them. Then go ready for clean more. I let the gutter dirty, dirty, and so they pay me say if they clean this every day, then they pay you. Remember that gutter if you meet one paper, they change the name.
But
I shouldn't just leave them. Walk them there, look them for them. All day they hang out. But they want to go do community job for free. What they do, they go gather there and give them 100,000 or 50,000 for that one. They find another big gutter and say, if I ever clean this, I go gather them there. When they clean another, you left after 5-6 months. How long, Pana? They never create. We say they never create job under them.
That's true.
I know I love like this, definitely. So now me own contribution that. But we also want to remind me, man, let you not forget. I already say that Marampa, they don't get 10%. They are letting us forget with people there. With people in the day, they are, with people in the day, the man will tell you this, and we don't call about this. But I will keep on calling now, by God in power, one thing I know first to now, how for support now.
Okay.
Yes. How for support now. Because in our program, we know all the politicians they mix it. We just want to left no more. We want to give them contribution there. As they mix it, it's not in the planning program.
That's true.
Yeah, so now make we ready, salon people are ready for support this program. Table, as long as they don't spoil it for we.
Okay.
So there, the man, that prepare issue, Parampa, now they don't get 10%. There. They don't not forget, they not take all the 10%. They left the 0.5% like the village here. They are with the big.
All right.
So now that's
thank you very
much. Yeah, tell me how for support now. I really want to know about it.
Okay, so I will do them now. Yeah. But listen to the program no I will do them for you.
Okay then, no problem. Yeah. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you too.
Okay then.
Okay, before I go to I for support, I'll talk something quick. I think what you talk, I like your angle come out. I find out, see, we not value waiting we they make. We not value we own talent them. We not value we own skills. We just value waiting they come out. I can see, for example, then they make pots. Now, yeah, we go left for buy pots now. We go buy that span. where as a knack on a gun, it don't well. We dey go spend more money na that pot day rather than we buy we own, where it is for them, you go crepe out. If even boss if we go back, we go where how them call that thing, they put the I call this thing aluminium, it continue back. We don't live all on their life then they. Yeah? Use pot, say the pot boss, we make them back. But that other one then cause suspend a day, but we can't one, it don't boss. But we get quality things them now, but we don't value them. And that not true again. I find out that this caretaker from where can they pay international investor. All what they care about, I don't work all over the world for investor. You get investor in your country. You get local investors them, but you know they invest in them. And not true. You know, then just focus on the one that they sell biscuits, sell this, sell sausage, sell chicken. The one they win in a abacha, the markets, and they no more. But the one they win a local entrepreneur them. Where you will say they're not established business, they're not registered say this na business, but then get their own business, like them pots, then they will make, and then one they will make coal pots, the one they will make different things them. Then we live by them things then if even the city they transform now, because right now Palamp where that man they be the talk, Palamp not the two exist except for few where they do a night sell. The Chinese lights they don't take over. Yeah, we can say pollution, but yet still we get way how we able for work with some people and they transform waiting they get. I remember first time we get a gas lamp where you put gas, where it light, if even a bulb. But all of them things then they know the end we been get people them as well. Where they make some of them things then they inside we yard. Because in as much as some of them they come import, but we get other they begin we don't watch anything and they make them. But all of them things then they die. Let's tell you something we me see. All waiting we feel say the apple when we don't exist now we country it die. From after the war it die. Begin Natco it die. Go back, Coca-Cola as recent as almost last year. Coca-Cola not they produce inside we had again. Pass them to go take na Guinea and come. So you see, we get the investment, the private sector. This individual, for God, I get my own business. Yeah, now me open them. I dey do something. Now employment for myself. I dey sit down, they do me business and comfortable. Now employment. So you get for empower people where they do things them in their own little way. Like for example, this man talk about that solar motoka. Now then things and they with man and they value, put hand together and improve them. We find out saying before this term safe, long years ago, one guy be the way say he make helicopter. Also he begin put the idea together and the idea die. Nobody know what chance safe. Now laugh then they laugh. But you get other side the way that thing and the way person get your idea, it come and see how best then they able for can go and go school and finally able for improve on in raw talent where he get. Look for example Kevin Doe, maybe they take scrap for make radio and other things them. Then can go right now, and they do things them. And I big in innovator where they even groom other people in other parts of Africa. So you see, I be see one time with the BBC Media Action gets this bubble where they discover it use mangrove for receive, you know, for able for make transformer for example for send out signal for a radio. Mangrove, it gets other things them. Poker, they make mic. It even broadcast just like how that Whitman make in transformer. And he not use none of them transformer. That scrap radio part and other things then. Now it puts together. Imagine if we begin take down and they look into their own skills, look into their own different idea where they get of how to make this same thing with Whitman make. For example, motorcar Benz. Look who say Benz 404 or you say Peugeot 404 this and that. No, Benz 180 for example. Latte and they are not sabi them too much. But right now you see how they pan Benz, then they improve on them. Now the same Benzo, but in name don't then they add value to them. So the can be say with man don't make radio and waiting the radio station. We get this real local person we don't begin decide for make signal to go out. And then they catch another same radio way they catch any 98 or other radio station. But yet still, we look at with the laugh at hey now witch. This now witch. Now they know more than this is the witch, they make this thing. That's how we untalented did I. Eh, now you make a hey the witch oh. Don't. Nothing better than come up. Is it comedian necessary if we get your idea? Last you that day on the line, let's take and because I guess 3 more calls for take. Hello caller, welcome to the show.
Hello, good afternoon, my friend. How you doing?
Good afternoon. Welcome. How you do, sir?
Not too bad, my friend. Where the other partner, you know they?
Hey, when me partner, me say self, I not be supposed for there, but I just manage. Even while they are safe, I dey feel me system not too okay. But we dey manage for good.
Okay, no problem. I'll keep up the good work anyway. I see you put a comment about private and public. Which one for choose? I
yes.
think both they always go hand in hand. Although government can take the lead, but obviously the private investor and back gonna say, let's say can take the lead, especially like the mining thing when they just find out the geo data when they just find out.
Okay.
Where they don't find out the mineral and stuff, then you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If the investors then come. Then get what they call corporate social responsibility way, or whatever they invest in them, people that can invest stuff, they can able for try for invest. But like the Chinese people, they're so waiting the way they make that this world. We can talk with the Chinese, we government them. Either government we can have power, okay, I would have come. When the Chinese man come, he say one can't take away, we can call them back in the corner and say, no, one will build vaccine here.
Yes.
No, make components them. No, we do this. Let we start beginning make thing. Let we start give the Chinese SF. You know what I mean?
Yes.
No sell give the Korean then. Why can't we make? Why would they say sell with raw material the number of being fitty fatter? They will not make nothing. They will go buy the motoka, we'll go buy the television, we'll go buy the video. If we can get components, then how would they make? Would they assemble in them? You know how much job that they create that country? That's now okay for sell television and now would they supply even in the sub-region? You get me?
Yes.
Any government will want for really move a country. But then line and they begin go. We bless mineral, but like they say to you from every time they tell you the meaning also the people away they don't see the benefit, they don't get light,
Never.
they don't get house, they don't get nothing.
Nothing.
But them people they don't mind, like Sierra Leone, Moyamba, you people away in Moyamba, them poor, but the people away they mind, they get their own apartment. I don't go there, I don't see them person there. I mean, you know what a Chinese man go to, you go take a mineral, you left the Chinese man in the village too. But we they go there now, we they take full commodity. Nobody that they right mind they do to allow the people for the poverty, they don't get work. And if the people don't get work, na salon, then go they pay tax.
Yes.
If they pay tax, government get money now for invest.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Now find proper cycle. Me the work we want to and take tax from and government use that money now for develop, for build road, for build housing project, for do you know what I mean? Yes. Everybody they get. We don't they get able for say they wait for go get me brown envelope to this MP or whatever. Election they can't say, but not they remember about election.
Yes.
Because me get me work where they work.
Yes.
But we will not get that. But with me, like I always say, it no matter whoever runs Sierra Leone, if you put the people in force, the people in go feel it.
Yes.
The people in go say, yes, this person within our power, and they think for we. Then Chinese man they within our country. Then other investors within our country. Then we meet them. Even then I call even members of the public park, people within the area, within the village or whatever. Tell us, you know, thing. We try for one, they can take we iron or we bauxite, we titanium. We can go make things we buy and back down there. No, we self they make now. No, we open factory. If we open factory, then them place and they salute the change. So the money they left return, go back now applying for say you want to go for work in a factory. Because jobs go there, opportunities go there for everybody. People like even when they abroad will begin say salon no begin to change you. Before we label now they say then they get lights and get this done. But we know that we the one that will vote put to power. They don't even get down in the 8-7. They don't even think about that self.
So this make we go back to what we talked last week, where we talk about idea and money. You know, we get all the riches, but not get the idea. Some of them things they already talk, so not so. I don't know if we do all of them things. They are so say, I don't go feel about paradise.
My friend, like I said to you, and I don't talk about fishing here too. I don't talk about agriculture. I don't talk about the tourism. You know what I mean? Just the mineral, the oil, we the put on a gun. If we begin use them for change them into finished goods. Added value, proper added value down there. Would they make money? Would they make faster money? With population, na Sierra Leone. They go quadruple because, like I say, Guinea, Liberia, Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Ghana, they all they can work in a salon. With 8 million, with population small. So jobs go there. And when jobs then they will people in Boku. That means the government get revenue. Government get money now for say, okay, we can do this. We can build 5 stadium. We can build hospital. We can build this. We go build school where they meet international standard where me pick go on for good day. You know what I mean? Not to the kind of school they do. Assess right now. And we get the resources. All we need is a government with the proper leadership, proper advice. You know, you bring the opposition and come in. Like when the Chinese man and council, when they meet like this big to money, see what they do. Call the investor the way they carry on the way can asylum. All the leaders sit down. We the Sierra Leone and back they meet with the government, local councillors, whatever mayor. Oh, you know thing, we don't tire 60 years, we sell with diamond, sell with gold, we sell all things. We know they make, we go back. We are local open factory them. Every time I go now, open 2-3 factory there. The Chinese I can do it. Government can forget the strong will no more. Work together for the betterment of them people and they, because if them people and they better, we all they better. Everybody where they apply, if they get work, so a man get work, they work something, they do 4-hour shift, 5-hour shift, 12-hour shift. When month done, they get past something $1,000. Man, wait, you know they work for government again. They contribute back in terms of tax. You know what I mean?
True, yeah.
They get medical, they get insurance, they begin to say, well, why you not doing this 60 years ago? We government they will get a power right now, and therefore bring the kind issue then they come up with the investor the way they can. Otherwise, can't take with diamond, we gold, we bauxite, we coal town and everything go. Mobile phone, we can begin to make mobile phone owners alone.
Yeah.
Sell inside West Africa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get factory, open factory, not just for just dig with material, cargo, they make a mobile phone, they will go buy it. They will people in the fly go China, go buy a team, bring a kind of container. No. Let we change the concept. Let we self begin to make in Africa. Let we self begin to sell. We got one people in the goal, Sierra juice. And why did not London now? So I decided for look for her. Now dig down the way for try for the seller now. London now. So Salomon then go to the supermarket. We get supermarket in the way. They go to sell African produce.
That's true.
The people the way they make Sierra juice. Guy forget, you know what I mean? Contract for the Sierra juice once he meets international standard.
Yeah.
We begin selling now. That's Salomon no go to buy. We say beaucoup people away as in test and go like and go buy. But we don't have people we product and go forward. We don't have the people that we go out and meet people there. You know what I mean? Say, listen, this is how we product this. We not try. You know what I mean? Who are they doing for Sierra Leone? Now we can for do because before they can do for we. Now we government, we minister, whether you do opposition, whether you know you did a government or whatever. Now we go for making noise. Then people will take me serious. You know what I mean? But we don't know what they sell no more. We sell, but we know they make. Nobody really respect we. In fact, we talk say nobody look we. But we begin make this know. The currency back they get strength. The Leone they get value. We begin to make things and they sell because we export.
The more you get, foreign exchange gets, the more the foreign exchange you can do, and then you only get with. Thank you very much.
Exactly. We get a publishing power.
Yes.
We Leone now go for even get. I can kind London. I go to America. I can say, well, the Leone and the CCS. Then we are the currency gets strength now. They expecting at the world. But we don't. Well, right now you go to Leone or any bank now. They ask you say waiting this.
Yes. Because you feel paper.
Thank
you very much.
Man, take it easy, man. God bless you. Yeah?
God bless you too.
Take it easy.
Oh my God. Oh, we continue. You know, it make us just go back to what we talked last week. You know, I think we need idea as well for put all of them things there together. The money there, we get the resources, we get the minerals, we get the riches in the world. But oh yeah. Oh, you know, get to that and get your country at nine and the thing. No, then the guy talks at the begin I go make let them begin do this. Wait, see, can don't forget. Anyway, I'll take two more calls, then I wrap up. 2 more calls, plus 23279421437, the number where you can call and add the voice inside the program, okay? Private and public sector, which one could move the country forward? People are they come with different ideas then. Oh, somebody asked me something, I just don't forget. Now, if you want for support, go now with description box, the YouTube and Facebook, you see the PayPal link there. But if you're not able to get access to the PayPal, you can do MoneyGram or whatever, real transfer, and then you can send them to Fatmata Bangura. Where you don't send them to Fatmata Bangura, then this way WhatsApp number, you can send all the information there. And then where we get the money, we go able to get back to you. Yeah. So now down there. And another means for you go able for support we. If you go now on your YouTube, yeah, outside and they do live chat, you see that $sign. If you touch the $sign now, it will give you access for let you donate to we anything from $1 to $500, anything where you want for give. Yeah, we appreciate them so much. So I think this now the ways then this way you can support we if you want. Yeah, so now that's no more. For the MoneyGram and RIA, the international money transfer, then, you can send them to Fatmata Bangura, okay? Thank you very much. God bless you. We'll take 2 more calls. I will see 2 more calls, and then I take me leave for this thing. I go rest and we dey come back. Hopefully we will come back na net. I hope so. Yes, but let me see. 2 more calls. If not, then we wrap up the program in the next 5 minutes. In the next 5 minutes, we'll wrap up the program. In the next 5 minutes. So as we wait for the 2 calls there for come, let me take a break and see waiting we will get. Not forget to and hit for the like button. I find out say plenty people they watch the program right now, but they actually know they hit the like button for we. So please hit the like button, okay? So we go able for noting the happen. Okay, let me see who that is on the line. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, this is Tawari Talk from Strasbourg.
Yes, so you don't listen to the title of the program, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yes, go ahead. The private and the public partnership, or the private sector and the public sector. Also, I feel say go able for make we country go before.
I believe the private. To me on side.
Okay. Why you say the private?
Because hold on a bit. Because I believe really I begin to act within the last caller see, you understand?
Okay.
We get a lot of ideas them. And may not believe we leaders them not get the same ideas that we they talk about or we get, you understand?
Okay.
But I believe there's a whole lot of different things and the side issues and the way they happen where we know the agree but we don't know. Like for example, I take an example of Mali.
Okay.
Where a caterpillar company be want to build their factory in Mali. You know?
Yeah.
Go on, then cease the project not go through again. Why? Just because the international, the Europeans them and the Americans are not be one time because one are a development for the country. You understand?
Yeah.
Not to say the government and the president and the ministers they don't think of all this. Then get them ideas then they but my brother a lot of things and they behind where we don't know and where they not will tell you. You understand?
Okay.
Like yeah, when I politics, you know, for develop Africa, my brother, one thing where we need for really do first now like to come up with electricity. Electricity is one of the main source of development in any country.
Yes.
And we're very difficult for no get that. You take a look at any African country.
Okay.
Electricity is a big problem in Africa. You understand?
Yes.
We've been know of Econ where one help for come up with electricity to light Africa.
Yes.
Where the first country where it think of in country, they go put them in president and explain things to them. For let them come up, for let them build up the electricity which is na Senegal. What did if the president of Senegal tell Econ? He said if we do this, my brother, that is very good idea, but if we do tomorrow we get a war in this country. You understand?
Yeah.
That it on YouTube, not to say that in a minute, but it on YouTube. If the president of Senegal tell Econ a very good idea, and I dealt with your idea 100%. But if I adopt your idea now with country, my brother, I believe that you lack your population, I lack with population. I not go one for let work out of this country. That's not exactly what the president of Senegal tell Econ. When you find out, say Econ just sit back and relax. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So now then thing and the electricity now one of the main source of development in any country, but it's very difficult for a country for get that 100%. So now me your contribution that
Thank
I don't
you.
want to talk about.
Thank you very much. God bless you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You know, something there, I think, yes, something that will can happen, we not can know, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't see 1 to 10 then the way they get strong leader in Africa, where one for team up on certain things, then they go far. Then it lasts long. I don't know what's in the problem. I don't know. This talk where this will last scholar don't talk so, it make her they think wide. It make her really get confused and torment right now. Because myself don't watch any leader in Africa where you find out say this particular leader, he get vision. And not only vision, it don't make a mission. Not only that one they put them into effect. And what they tell? Anything at all. Hey, Papa God, help me. Hey, God. So for say, now other bad no more, other not getting people in the atom 914. Now they stay long na power, now they live long and all them things and they, oh God. Anyway, hit for the like button, okay? Hit for the like button. We get 56 likes. Let me just raise them up to 90 likes, yeah? And then you don't share, one for tell you plenty, thank you. Continue for share with program, okay? We'll call you pretty soon. We will join you back, hopefully in the net. We'll take one last call. I hope the last caller will be woman. One last call for today, yeah, before we wrap up the program. I'll wait for this one last call, and then we leave, yeah, and we go hopefully join you again in the net. I feel so, but if not, we will join you again tomorrow, but whatever, I think say we go join you back, yeah. So, yes, let me move. I think say we really get beaucoup thing for do. Beaucoup thing and the way we really need for do inside the country. But in the meantime, as I wait for this last caller where I want for a be woman, but if not a woman again, still, let's take this way quick. Okay, they call long cam. Let's just take cam and see who that's not the call waker inside. Hello caller, welcome. Yes, this face, I sabi this face.
Welcome, Singwebi. How are you?
Thank you very much. Okay. So, what are they call from this side?
Narazak from London.
Okay.
Tottenham.
So now you be the first one I go ask today. I see you picking face the show if name. You mind for that project time?
Yeah, I'm in Grand Peking, yes, no problem.
So because of that, the low keep, I'm not to you today. Yes, go ahead and make your point.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in terms of private and public investments, I think always in any developed countries, like Saudi Nasu, now the government they always take the lead.
Yeah.
Because like the last caller say, electricity very important.
Yes.
Any country in development.
Yes.
Even the people that they want my first thing first, what they do now electricity.
Yes.
We don't connect all side. This electricity now, they bring people that will get money for themselves.
Yes.
They like electricity there and that go make this one in another place.
Yes.
Like other possibility talk about the Chinese people there. Even the Chinese people there, they what they do with the Western developed countries here. They give them conditions when they go sell mutukana. Instead of it is importing mutukana, if you can couple na instead of it bring this pan na if you can couple na you are with the sell giwi if you couple na all these are things are bits and pieces for the can go country before. Remember how Chinese people who the American country they laugh there now one kind and they were today they were the top class designer there. Nobody know they will challenge them. The richest country now or not. You know people when they say America, but not because of no more because of Western democracy and stuff like that. But China is the richest country now or not. Whether you like it or not, if you want to see the truth, that is the fact. Like now country now, you they talk say oh they give contracts, do this, if you give them this. Sometimes it's difficult, but like I say, now if the government take the lead, if we manage what you get first right now properly, and we try for sort out the electricity issue, we only now people that will get money and they see say yes and I like today go open factory, I not get forget blackout tomorrow or next tomorrow so. Well, you can see the reverse of our country. We don't say today, hey, lights don't better, we don't come up and blackout. All of a sudden we are back in it, you know. So now one of them thing at the same thing and this way they go on where they hamper most of it. Because like so now the minerals are not all one who gets the minerals they the whole Guinea where they near we they get the same minerals they will get. Liberia almost also get almost what you get. Boko who go to and get the same thing. You know? But if we want for make the thing them the mineral if we want for make produce what in we produce our country, now we self get for the lead. Look now today Ethiopia. We've been suffer all kind drought, this and that, famine. But who they don't get steady leader, who get vision, like who be talk decision say that analogy where you say a leader who get vision, they last.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on how they take your vision forward. You understand it? Yeah, people like, you know, I for work with them and they go with the fire. It's nothing like challenge. You know, they challenge a possible pass you. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You get for the that way to ram like who they say bra. You know, they what they call you bra for ladies say people go before or you can't pass you bra.
Yes.
That's so China big. You know, they're not challenge nobody, even though they harass, they don't care. They care about the business. You know, look Ethiopia. Then they try for complete the 100% electricity what they will supply other people them, other neighboring countries them. This all is done by the government plus the citizens them, because they allow citizens for invest by the grid. When they try for build so that hydro when they build so. Citizens people the citizens they buy shares by the stake. Development.
Yeah.
Yes. Everybody they want to get money now. Plenty of they buy share. You know, even it's that place they don't and the progress in a rate that is unbelievable. Once you been doing that bigger than the bigger for them for let them able eat. You know, where they don't focus, they get leader who get focus and vision. The transformation is so unbelievable. In Ethiopia today, you know, they hydro where they don't and they able to give the neighboring countries them because then they get 100% electricity. That's then they can't finish up. And not to say no more. Egypt they get 100% electricity. Long time. Morocco, Algeria, all these countries, you know. So we have the potential for good the same way, just because corruption. Man, you know, if we want to make a road. Now who says for put money first before any other the people now what they do when they make this electricity now they don't privatize all thing. You understand it?
Yeah.
They privatize everything. Now we get past 5 companies who they run the national grid in Britain now. Same now they what they call them from scratch, or what they don't build them they pass on to the private. We let them focus now other things there. You know, even to the medical system, the national health service who gets now so now the only one this one not agree for privatization, full privatization, because people are not agree. Because it will be more expensive pass now. So now I make long go for this government who gets to right now the conservative, for them sell a long time. Now because of the other opposition and the people SSF. The electorate that they not agree for letting privatize this in today, which is the best solution for the country, because we don't see the one who get private health service like America, who people in the sofa for nothing, who then get money so all me man. If you sick in America and you don't get insurance, you are done. Whether you will work or the work, why we sick they treat you just like the man who they work. You know, we are sorry for B.
Okay.
Health now you wealth. And if you can't able to provide handy for you, they don't do big thing for you.
Now only
you know,
way the nation healthy go able for develop. Thank you very much.
No problem,
yeah, thank you. God bless you.
God bless you too, my brother.
Okay, that's not the last call for today's program. We'll tell you plenty thank you where you don't take your time for watch, for comment, for like, for share. And for call, we want for tell you now all plenty thank you. We appreciate everybody in effort. And you say if we don't support we financially, you want support we appreciate you. If you're new to this channel today, the first way to drop inside this channel for watch we want for say please consider for subscribe before the end of this program, okay? And if you don't like it and you do watch, please hit the like button for we, yeah, because that is a very important to we. Until we meet again, maybe Nanette. I want to say God bless we all and get yourself a wonderful time. Yes, subscribe. You always the watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wait till you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here to and press this bell. So the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.